Good morning, Justin. It's Trevor here. I'm giving you a video of your car as completed as it can possibly be on my end. So you can see the light bars on it and it's working. Everything is doing well. All your decals that I have right now are on the car. The only thing, as mentioned before via the email, was there was no car numbers, and I don't know what you and Joe did regarding the 119s, if it was even discussed or if it was forgotten, overlooked. Anyhow, here's the car as it stands. It is 99% finished on my end. I say 99% because I'm still waiting on the decal sealant to seal up the edges, and the main reason for that is where you really can't see in the video, on the edges here where the gold is, it will pick and come apart if it's accidentally touched. It's just the way decals work. The other issue I had is these doors have a metal door protector molded in, so there's nothing I can do to remove that, and these decals did line up on there on the bottom, so you're going to see some unevenness at the edges, unfortunately, and there's nothing I can do. I even tried removing around the edges and it just really looks pretty bad, so I did the best I could with it. Once I get some sealant on there, it'll help hold those edges down a little better. It won't be as obvious. Same thing on the other side, on the driver's side. This one's a little more noticeable, but you'll get the idea of why it's important. Alright, apologizing again for my video skills. This is why I'm a cop and not a photographer. I do the best I can with what I got to work with. So, anyway, here's a quick look at your vehicle. All the decals in place, including your Chinese symbol. Hard for me to zoom in. Not really sure why I can't get a good clear photo of that, but you get the idea. And there's a little bit better one. Again, sorry for the fuzziness. Okay, back. License plate. All the in particulars you need there. Now, to turn the battery on and off, I should say the switch on and off to turn your lights on, that switch is going to be a white button located underneath the back bumper. Very easy to operate. Simple push of the button and you'll have lights. Push it again and they go off. I'm going to show you here real quick. Just push the button. Lights are off. Push it again. Lights are on. And for the purpose of the video, can't really get that thing to show up. Alright, anyway, you'll see it when you flip the car upside down. It's a white button, and it doesn't require a lot of effort to make it work. Battery, as mentioned before, we store in the trunk. This took a little work, but it is in there. Just lift up the trunk, and you'll be able to see the battery in there. Okay. I gave you a fresh battery, not one of my play-around ones that I use to test all my lights, so you'll get it in there. And you should have plenty of use. Get a few hours at one battery, so if you want to run this thing for a few hours, you're going to want to bring a spare 9-volt. 9-volt battery is easy to remove. You just lift up, and yes, space is kind of limited. Slide it out of there. It slides right out, and it's attached to the battery strap. Very simple. Oops, sorry. Okay, no big deal. Just slide it back in, push it in as far as it'll go. You can't really screw this up. Just make sure it's as centered as you can get it. And give it a little push, and I'm pushing the switch at the same time by accident to shut that off. Anyway, this is a two-hand project sometimes, but you get the idea. And in it goes. There you go. And then let's push the switch, and your lights are back on again. Simple, easy, cop-proof. How about that? Alright, man, I'm going to send this off to you. Hopefully you like what you see. Regarding the sealant, as soon as it gets here, this thing will be done. And again, regarding the decals with the car numbers, that's between you, Joe. If you're going to do them, I'll get them on ASAP. Again, this car was fun to build. One of the easier ones regarding electronics, but not the easiest to take apart. So hopefully you don't ever have to do that for any reason, but you shouldn't. These are pretty simple.